On June 24th, Morant posted this simple tweet: "Easy money." You wouldn't think anything of it, but if I told you this is Kevin Durant's nickname and a social media username, things start to get a bit more interesting. Interesting because Morant tweeted out the exact same thing just moments after KD requested a trade. All of this, of course, is not a coincidence. So did John know something that none of us did at the time? And does this explain the newest info from Shams Charania, who revealed the Memphis Grizzlies as another serious candidate to land KD? Let me break down just how they plan on doing it and what are their chances. What up everybody, my name is Stefan and this is Heat Check. Let's get into it. As if the Kevin Durant drama hasn't been wild enough, Shams dropped another bombshell. Memphis has 5 first-round picks available, out of which 4 are unprotected. This is a nice collection of draft picks and they could use some in combination with some of their young players like Jaren Jackson Jr, Desmond Bane, Ziaire Williams, or Brandon Clarke. This is where things get a bit problematic for the Grizzlies, however. A serious offer would have to include Jackson and Bane, but despite Ja Morant's obvious desire to play with Durant, Charania reports that Memphis will not include these 2 players in a potential offer for KD, and instead is offering a package based on their picks. This is highly unlikely to get the job done. Look at this. Every franchise KD's played for, he holds the record for points per game. We are talking about the most elite scorer in the game. And for that, Brooklyn already made it known during the Celtics negotiations exactly what they're after. Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, so that's 2 high-profile players, and then some draft picks. So the Grizzlies would need to update their offer for things to get more interesting. And speaking of that, Bill Simmons has some interesting and exciting updates on this topic.
From the little birdies that I've heard. As you know, I have little birdies. My information is usually correct. KD and Harden, this is what I heard. They don't talk after the trade. They basically go like radio silent on each other. They run into each other. They hang out all weekend. And by the end of the weekend, KD is sniffing around on Philly.
All of that sounds intriguing, but to me, a package from Philly based around Tyrese Maxey and Tobias Harris is nowhere near as interesting as the one based on Jaren Jackson and Desmond Bane. Also, as we talked about a few videos ago, Golden State has a ton of assets, possibly even more attractive for Brooklyn. They could decide to keep the core and offer great young pieces like Poole and anyone from Wiggins, Kuminga, and Moody. Or even spicier, the Warriors could trade away Clay or Draymond, who's already talking about asking for the max next season. If I'm the GM, I would not lock that much money into a soon-to-be 33-year-old Green. Luckily for Golden State, however, I am not the GM and instead just a guy making YouTube videos. So as the saga continues, we got many more teams into the race for KD, and I'll be sure to keep you updated. And if you're the GM, which package will you accept? Let me know in the comments. That's it for now, subscribe and talk to you in the next one. Peace out. Maybe trade for me then. Peace.